Hi everyone, welcome to the CalmWaves podcast. Today we're very excited because we have with us Mrs. Dominique Beato. She's the Culinary Training Supervisor of Philippines. She flew from Philippines to Cyprus, and we are very excited to have you here with us today and share your experience and your expertise in the field of health and well-being and the culinary training with the crew. So to start with, we'd like to
Thank you for having me. It's been so exciting. See, I'm losing my words because it's my first time in Europe, so everything has been overwhelming. It's so nice to see you all guys and meet everyone in person. So thanks for having me.
We are very happy to have you and to see you again because we met before, and every time I have to share the experiences with you, you have so many things to share with us. So that's why we feel it's very important to hear from first hand, because you talk with the crew, you see the crew when they do the courses, the onshore courses. So tell us a little bit about the experience when you have them in Manila and doing the courses there, and in regards to their nutrition, their health and safety values they have.
So what we do in the training center, right? This is the time where the seafarers have their vacation. And we want that vacation to be productive, and this is the chance for us to meet them. We already do the onboard assistance with MCTC. Now, during their vacation is the time for them to relax and also do the upgrading to improve and have this mindset that they're on vacation, but it's important to learn and continuously have new knowledge when they go on the next vessel. So we do these things. We ask for their feedback, which is very important. Face to face feedback, meeting them, telling them about their challenges, and this is something that we do for the upgrading courses and the onshore courses. So we believe it's very important to listen to the guys, give them feedback, and also provide further assistance on anything that they need and clarify some procedures. So,
And actually, when they have the chance to talk with you and the team about their experience when they are on board, yes? So what do
yes.
they usually tell you to why they're preparing the food? What are the preferences you see? What they want to fix, maybe amend?
So one challenge for chief cook, especially for multinational crew, is to have a balance in all the meals. So for example, 20 crew, sometimes they four nationalities: Filipino, Ukrainian, maybe Indian, and other nationalities. So there needs to be a balance with the dishes that will satisfy everyone. So it's not an easy task, especially these guys. Some we have vegetarian, some they have dietary restrictions. So this is the main challenge that the chief cooks always give us feedback with.
And the fact that they need to maybe cook for different cuisines sometimes, yes? But
Yes. So for example, they're Filipino crew, they're used to cooking our food. It's very different from the European diet. So it took years of experience for them to achieve this knowledge. Now, one thing that we ask them is to let us know what challenges they have. So, Filipinos, rice is life. So we love rice. And sometimes the Europeans don't eat rice. I'm correct, right? You guys not so much. Just
depending on the area of the Europe,
Mhm.
for example, some places they love rice in different variations. In personally, I love rice, so that's something nice because
Yeah.
I can understand
Yes.
why they want it so much. And actually, from my perspective, it's actually healthy if
Mhm.
you add it with other variety of food and the cooking method. It's healthy. No need to change it. Maybe just add few more things. But what do you see also from the health risk results you see there? What do you usually face more? I see also from the conferences we did, we had the experience to talk with them about the maybe high blood pressure, the
Yeah.
younger age.
Yeah. So
Yes.
recently, Philippines has been a hub for food. This includes fast food as well. So anywhere you go, how many McDonald's? You have McDonald's, you have Jollibee, all these fast foods from America and even our own fast food. It becomes the trend because it's easier. So the seafarers, right, when they go on vacation, they take their kids to all these places because it's easier.
Yes.
Now, what we do during the onshore, we tell them these things, okay, you cannot say completely remove them, but understand the health risks involved. So there's a lot of high cholesterol, diabetes. These are the issues, the health issues that the seafarers face in the Philippines because we're consuming so much ready-made food that is readily available. So during the courses, we talk to them about this and emphasize that it's very beneficial to cook from scratch.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's amazing because I also agree that if we train the cooks to know what to cook and how to cook healthy and change their habits, then they influence the other crew members to follow these things. So they are the first person in contact with food. So by you first in line teaching them and whatever we do in LCTC to support them about their health and well-being is going to them, and then from them further in the crew, the whole crew actually.
Another thing is because they're on vacation, their routine is disrupted. Even if they do the scheduled meals on board, they eat healthy on board, their portions are prepared properly, they forget. On vacation, they just eat anything. So what we do is we have this nutrition conference. You remember we had in Batangas. So we had all the crew there, and then you talk to them. They really like your presentation on, the health and well-being part, and they were very interactive with us. So we were able to get the feedback also, and you got to tell them the importance and the realization that okay, the choices that we make, especially with cooking, it influences you in the long run. So it's good to have talks.
Yes,
like that.
The more they are engaged, I think, the more they hear about it. It's gets more familiar, especially with the family. That's right. You are so right. Also with us, for example, when we hear about something, maybe a new thing at work, a new thing in the family, the first time we hear it, until we adjust, we understand, maybe we get some time to reschedule some of our thoughts. Then the next time it's more familiar, we are more ready. So the more they hear, I believe, the more ready they are to make some of the changes. And they don't need to change everything at once. They set small goals at a time.
Yeah. What we always say during conferences, the last line is always, it takes 21 days to build a habit.
Yes.
To make a routine into a habit. So these are the things that we influence. Mindset is very important. If you give health and nutrition a positive light, they will not see it as oh, I'm crash dieting. Oh, I'm doing these things just because. There's a reason why. And it's also to have that good mindset, and they can pass it on to their family. So I remember they were like basketball, volleyball, there were events with all these companies. Yes. They were collaborating together.
And also what I noticed, and it's nice to mention, it's really nice because you all have nice voices. And you get fun at the same time.
Yes.
You sing nice.
Yeah, so when they say MCTC, it's not just about provisions, it's also well-being. So well-being comes in several aspects, right? Good, the body, the mind, and the soul. So these things, these three aspects of being a healthy person, it's very important. And I think we that's our job, to assist in these different areas. So we have several ways to do it. Now in the onshore courses, we tell them these things as well. Okay, we'll teach you how to cook. We'll teach you this theoretical part, but at the same time, mindset-wise. So menu planning, we put them at ease. This is your chance to be creative. For example, on board, you're just focusing on your work. But during the vacation, they do cake decorating. Day 1, they're like, oh my God, I'm scared. I don't know how to do it. Day 5, we're gonna see, these chief cooks. All their cakes are pink, blue, red. So they're bring out their creative side. And these things, we make them happy. So when they go back on board, they remember the feeling. They practiced it onshore. They had the chance to relax and experiment on new things. And they can bring this energy on board, and it will provide happier and healthy meals. And the crew, it will all follow.
And it's like inspirational for them, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes, for birthdays, right? When you are far away from your family and you feel the need to, you miss them. Food is the only thing that keeps everyone together.
Yes.
So if the cooks have this passion in them.
Of course.
They bring it on board. That's what we're doing. We're lighting up the passion during their vacation. When they are on board, they bring this energy and then it makes the crew happy.
And also another thing is nice to share with us is the fact that you see some of the crew members, they did the course, they go on board, maybe they come back for something else.
Yes.
So you share more information and
Yes, that's another thing that's very important aspect of it is the continuous support. So it's part of our mandate, our catering competency development program, the continuous support. So on board, okay, we support them. Onshore, oh, it's you again. And then they go back on board, it's us again. So there's a relationship.
like a family, yeah?
Yes, and then
Support.
the nutrition is also there. For example, they went on the conference. We had this guy. On the conference, he became our student. He remembered us and he said, Miss Nichole, she did the talk on the sugar, and all of this. So they remember the impact of them.
I think this is nice because it creates like a community. If they feel they have somebody that cares. And they are having the whole team be there for them to really listen to them. I feel it motivates them even more, and they have so important job. They travel the world. They bring everything to the whole world. So it's very important to support them while they are ashore and while they are on board. So that's very nice.
We even have the Cooks Day, remember, on May 30th. So that's the time where the crew, we show the appreciation to the chief cook. So we encourage this every year. So it's very important to, again, not just, help them in their day-to-day, but also uplift them. Again, ignite that spark and passion so they can be happy with their job. You're good at your job, but if you don't like what you're doing, it will translate, right? So it's good that that's what we're doing.
Yes, I agree with you. It's very important for them, and also the fact that how the cook can help the other crew, like the other positions in the vessel, to also be happy and to feel that the food they are eating, it's enjoyable and it's fun, and it's the only time they sit together. They can learn from each other. What I experience also sometimes, and I always love to say, is the fact that we might be from different parts of the world, but at the same time, we have so many similarities.
Yes.
We share the same concerns about food, the same health issues. Maybe we have some small different habits, or maybe small different things in the diet, let's say, but we have common ingredients. So by sitting together and experiencing our own cultures, let's say, we find new things we can try and love.
Yeah, and also there are foods that are common. So, for example, roasted chicken. Who doesn't love a nice roasted chicken, homemade, right?
Yes.
So we tell the cooks that, you can buy the ready-made from the store. Somebody else made it, but when you make it yourself, there's passion, there's love. You sit together. It doesn't matter where you are from the world. You're Filipino, Cypriot, Greek, or any other nationality, Indian, you'll sit together, eat that roast chicken, you tell stories. I remember when my mom made this during Thanksgiving. I remember my mom had this is our favorite meal. So there are stories that can be brought about with food, especially homemade, self-made food that's, fresh bread, freshly made out of the oven. There's many stories to tell with that.
Of course, with bread, that's true. So many different variations. And also, doesn't need to be, some they are afraid of eating bread, for example, but bread can be healthy and can be a way to provide energy. So if you use the right ingredients, or not say the right ingredients, the healthy ingredients, and have the one you love sometimes of the week, still it's balanced and it's acceptable, and it's perfectly fine. Even with cakes. If you cook it from scratch and from before you add healthy ingredients, like you have a nice sweet you do with the fruits, if I remember.
Yes.
It's low in sugar.
Yeah, so at least it came from you. You're the nutritionist, right? So, there is this perception that when you say health and nutrition, salad. you don't
Yes.
eat.
No
So it's
salad all
good
the
that
time.
the mindset is different. We're trying to change the mindset that healthy doesn't necessarily mean you don't eat. Or
Yes.
it doesn't mean only eat greens, no sugar. So at least we tell them that it's important about nutrition is the balance. So at least it's good to hear it from you.
Yeah.
It validates everyone's feelings about nutrition. You
Yes,
don't need to starve yourself.
that's true.
Mhm.
No need to starve to lose weight or to stay healthy. Sometimes we tell them eat more to lose weight. And
Okay.
we have some cases we see that people stop eating.
Mhm.
Also, I've seen it with crew members when we do the consultations. They eat so little, especially when they are home. They can't do that. So I suggest to them, no need to starve yourself to lose. You need to eat balanced and throughout the day.
Mhm.
The combinations need to be adjusted, or the portion sizes, not the quality or the quantity of food.
Mhm.
So that's something interesting for people to understand and remember. That staying healthy, it's all about balance.
Yeah, that's good to hear also because we're also doing the balance of vacation time and on board.
Mhm.
On board, again, they're much healthier. Somebody's watching out for them. But when they go on vacation, they forget sometimes. So it's good that on both ends, they're getting this assurance that they're still eating healthy, but still not starving themselves. They're eating good food, just the right amount that will keep them healthy. So I mean, it's good to hear that we're not encouraging these things to starve themselves to just eat salad because that's the perception for Filipinos especially.
Yes,
We think okay healthy, okay, no rice.
yes,
That's not
that's not the
necessarily
case. Yeah.
okay healthy with no just vegetables, no. So it's good to hear from you also.
Yes, it's important not to take away something somebody loves
Mhm.
because they will follow it for 1 month and then the next month they go back to the things they love. So if we try to get in their lifestyle and try to find ways, set goals and change some of the things and adjust them a little, that will create a lasting behavior. As we said before, that was an amazing fact that it needs 21 days to change your habit. So that's what we aim for. Small steps at a time. So, would you like to give us a last uh, statement from you? Because you are so valuable, because have so much experience with the crew.
I think what's important is to not forget to have this understanding of what these crooks are facing on board. Let's not forget put ourselves in their shoes. They're working very long hours. They're feeding people. And food, again, this is something that's important for everyone, especially when you've had a rough day working 12, 13 hours. The only thing you have to look forward to is the food. So when you put yourself in that situation of how these cooks are dealing with this situation on board, you get to understand what are their needs. One, they need the passion to reignite that passion, right? So that's what we are doing in the training center. We are reigniting the passion, get them excited about cooking again, excited about serving meals on board. The next thing is also training. Yes, they know how to cook, but then it's time for them to upgrade, right? To
Yes.
have further learning and take these challenges and have solutions for them. Not just stand by and, okay, I have this problem, that's it. We have to find important solutions together to improve and, be happier, make your job easier. And three, that we're always there to support. Those are the three things that we always do and say for
Yes.
the guys on onshore.
Very nice, very nice, Dominique. Everything you said is so important. Thank you so much for us having this conversation together. Looking forward for many more events and memories, and to support the crew the best way possible. And we are so excited again for having you here. And thank you so much. And we will definitely keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Nichole.